Good morning all. Today this is our 20th lecture of control system and PLC. As discussed in previous lecture, we have studied about the discrete AC input module, discrete DC input module. Now we will study the DC discrete output module, DC discrete, AC discrete output module. So first of all, the block diagram in front of you on your screen is your AC output module. This is the discrete output module. Okay. So output module are simply switching devices that carry out commands from CPU. Each output device contain a switching device which is located inside the output module and is usually turned on and off according to the input. Input is given, logic solver will take action on it, then output will be generated. That output is given to the output module. So based on the decision, the output device is turned on or off. So two output modules are there, AC output module, DC output module. So first of all, we will see the AC output module. As you can see this block diagram, the input is coming from the CPU, correct? The first block is latch logic circuit. The signals which are coming from CPU are provided to the logic latch circuit, which is used for the low voltage, usually 12 to 20 volt DC logic. The on-off signal represents the logic value of the output. Means if the output status is on, then latch on is given to the output. If logic output is off, then off logic is given to the output. In the event of output status bit, if it is 1, then on signal is given to the latch and vice versa. Means if the status table contains 0, then obviously off signal is given to the latch logic circuit. So this output signal is then given to the optical isolation. So it is similar to the optical isolator which was used in input module. The function is same, that to stop the electrical signal which is flowing from the input device to input module. Similarly, the electrical signal which is flowing from output status table to the output device, means it provides the electrical isolation. If suppose very high torque motors are there at the output side, then what? That current may go to the output status table, and through them it will go to the CPU. So CPU will get damaged obviously. So to provide the electrical isolation, again the optical isolations are used. Optocouplers are used here. Means whatever status is there, that current is given to the LED, and then the signal is the light will fall onto the phototransistor, and then output current is generated. So output isolator will provide the optical and as well as the electrical isolation. Then the triac switching circuit is there. So this switching circuit uses triac as a switching device in AC output module. Listen carefully. In AC output module only we are using triac switch, okay, which is basically solid state device. So it is used to switch the AC high voltage and current for controlling on or off state of the field hardware device. Obviously, you know that similar to microcontroller, PLC is also not capable of providing the high current which is required for the output device. As I said earlier also, if suppose 3-phase motor is there, then obviously that 3-phase motor cannot work on PLC current. So obviously you have to provide some current amplification. So this triac switching circuit, what it will do, it will generate the sufficient amount of current which will power up the output device. Okay, then the output of that switching circuit is given to the filter circuit. The voltage protective device such as MOV, that is metal oxide varistor, is used to limit the peak voltage across the AC switching hardware. So hence it is called as a filter circuit. Generally what it does, it limits the peak voltage. Suppose due to some surge, the high peak voltage of that switching circuit goes to very high level. Then peak filter what it will do, it will limit the upper voltage. You have already seen, I think, the window detector in subject called linear integrated circuits. That window detector, what it does, it limits the voltage level. So similarly, this filter circuit also, it will limit the peak voltage across the output device. And then the filter will give output to fuse and the control device. So the function of fuse, already you know, when current goes to some higher level, higher limit, fuse will burn and the supply will be break. So here also the function of fuse is same, and LED is used to give the indication that the status of device is on or off. Means the latch logic circuit gives on, LED will be on. Latch logic circuit gives off, LED will be off. And then finally the current will be given to the controlled device. So the device which is to be controlled, it may be printer, it may be your motor, anything, it may be your relay. So that control device is nothing but the output device. So in this way the AC output model works. And AC input model, how it works? Obviously the input is AC, so need of conversion from AC to DC, and then optical isolator, then the CPU converts into certain logic, means the voltage level detector. If certain voltage is there, it will round it up to logic 1. If certain low voltage is there, it will round it up to logic 0, and based on that the input module will take decision and input is given to CPU. So here the latch logic, the binary will be given to you as output from CPU, and then it is converted to certain voltage using triac switching circuit, and then it is given to the control device. So in this way this AC output module works. So any doubt in this? The concept is very clear. Okay. Now we'll go to the DC output module, which is similar to your AC output module. So you can see this circuit block diagram. This is discrete output module. So here you can see that signal from CPU is given first to the discrete input signal. Discrete input signal will check the status of the logic, whether it is 1 or 0. So it is 1. If it is 1, then LED will be on. It will indicate that output status of device is on. If the logic is 0, then LED will be off. It will indicate that the output device is off currently. So this block diagram consists of DC output module, indicating LED, opto-isolator, amplifier, power circuit, and the output field device. This module receives the operating power from power supply of PLC, because it is DC and PLC works on DC supply, and it comes from the back panel of your PLC. High DC voltages are there in the back panel of PLC. So obviously this is DC output module, so that high voltage and high current which is required to power up the device, that is taken from directly back panel. There is no need of external MACB connection. Okay. So this module consists of some potential free contact operated by the signals from CPU. Once these signals appears at the output terminal of module, the indicating LEDs glow. Means whether it is on or off, it is indicated by the LED. Then these signals again isolate from output power circuit by optocoupler, amplified by the amplifier, and interface with the real world power circuit. The field output devices like coils, relays are there. So they are powered by the external power supply. But if some devices are there which require DC supply, then it is taken from the back plane of the PLC. So discrete input module receives signal from CPU, whether it may be logic 1 or logic 0. Then obviously optocoupler, what it will do, it will provide the actual electrical isolation. Okay, then power amplifier will be there. That amplifier will amplify the DC voltage which is to be given to the device. And then the control power circuit interface is there. What it will do, it will take the power from the backplane of the CPU, that is your PLC, and then it will power up the output control device. So the working of DC output module is very same. So as we know, the power is DC, so it is directly taken from the backplane of the PLC. There is no need of the switching device like TRIAC is required here, because TRIAC uses the AC power. It do not work on DC. So that's why the powering is done by the backplane of the PLC. So optical isolator, it will provide the isolation, amplifier will amplify the voltage, and then high current power is taken from the power circuit interface, and then the output device is powered up. So the general specification for DC output module is rated voltage is generally 24 volt. Again, voltage may range from 20 volt to 28 volt. Maximum surge current. Now surge current means what? 8 ampere for 100 millisecond. Means maximum source, so maximum sinking current that can flow through the output device is 8 ampere. Output module is 8 ampere. Then rated current per point is 0.75 ampere. Means suppose there are total 8 output pins are there. Then for per point it is generally 0.7 ampere is there. Then rated current per common is 6 ampere. Because as we have already seen in previous lecture, there are number of pins are there. But suppose 12 pins are there. Out of that 11 can be the input or output, and one common will be there like ground. So it will carry the common current of 6 ampere. Then on state contact resistance of 0.3 ohm is there. So these are the general specifications of output module. So hope it is clear. Okay. So this was the DC and AC output modules are there. We have already seen in previous lecture the DC AC input module.